which is about 2 feet. And above the fish hole, spear hole, he's got a shelf. And so he saw the fisherman needed a different decoy, so he leaned up on the shelf to get the decoy. The shelf broke, he went down into the hole, under the
Some of
water.
them are good, but
He
some.
could not see where the hole was. And so he watched where his bubbles were going, and he followed the bubbles up. And he got up to the hole, but he'd been in the water long enough, his legs got numb, and for some reason or other, he got a hold of the spear, or else the spear had fallen across the hole. He raised his arm over the top of the spear and hung on in the crotch of his arm. And he decided, he couldn't move, he couldn't get out of the hole, because his legs were numb from being in the cold, cold water.
Was he there by himself?
All by himself. And so he thought to himself, well, this is the way my family's going to find me dead, and hanging onto a spear, frozen dead in the water. All of a sudden, one leg started to come up, and he had no idea why it came up. Then the other leg came up. So the legs are up close to the floor. He was able to roll over and get one leg up on the floor, and then the rest of his body kind of followed. But he didn't have enough strength in his arms or his legs
To pull
open the
himself
door.
up.
So he used his head and upper body to push the door open. And he got out, then he remembered he had his cell phone, which was in his pocket, submerged in the water for half an hour. Didn't think it was going to work, but he was able to get that phone out, and it worked, and he called for help, and he made it. And my friend Dick, 2 days later, had a meeting with him, or a dinner evening with him.
Yeah.
He lived to tell about it. But can you imagine that? Going down the water, and you can't see because the dark